might not know it. If no one knows it, but my microphone was not working. I had to restart the stream. So now it seems to work. I'm on X, Twitch. I'm on Facebook, YouTube. Am I streaming? Yes, somewhat. Somewhat over years. Is the chat working? Test. Okay. Everything seems to work. Okay. Now I will continue with yesterday's Finite-State machine. Full screen. This is my sponsor. It's you buy one meal with HelloFresh and you get 10 free meals using the coupon code there. It's available in many countries. I cannot name them all every time. But if you want to participate, it will help me a lot. And you need to disinstall or deactivate your coupon code extension in your web browser if you have one. You need to have it needs to be a new account with HelloFresh. And I guess they check the credit card number because otherwise people would always create a new accounts because those kind of companies, they make their budget based on trying to sell free meals in the condition of buying one. And I see them like in my inbox every few months trying to get me to buy free meals, but I already have accounts everywhere. So it's like you get free meals if you create an account. But I already have accounts everywhere. I tried many of them. HelloFresh is one of the best. Of course, when they get known and they are widespread name, they are better because the startup, of course, they don't have the experience yet of the bigger one. Hi, Mrs. He-Girl Mia. Welcome to my Twitch and YouTube channel. Today I'm going to do continue my finite-state machine in Unreal C++. So let's do this. If you have any question, Mia, you're welcome. Let's go. Let's do some Unreal C++. Where is it? I need some music. Let's open my browser. Save for work. Let's put some news. Oh, my favorite. I don't hear it. It's playing for you. Very low. This is Truth on TPR channel. It's music from Final Fantasy VII, I think. If I remember well. Okay. Let's open this. The repo. Oh, Mia left. Damn it. I thought we would have some interaction with some, at least one girl. Usually it's a male dominant sector, but there are girls. There are the girls. I've made business canvas with statistic like business model. I had to look at the statistic of the target audience in game development because I was aiming at game developer for a project at school, and I've learned that the female portion, but sometimes the statistic includes non-binaries with females, so it's a bit misleading, but it's growing. It's about like 10%, 20%, and it's growing 1%, 5% a year. So in 10 years, you have 10%. If you look, it's not yet a curve. It's like linear, and it could be like 10% more in 10 years, every 10 years, except if it starts to curve down with the years, but it seems to be linear so far. And I am in my class, like in my 3D modeling class, it was all female, all male, almost. And in my programming class, it was only male. But sometime other cohort. How do you say cohort in English? Other cohorts add female from time to time. Or you say cohort in English? A group. In French, we say cohort for like the group. We have a group at school. We are all together, and other subscribed students are in another cohort, another group. But it depends on the structure of the course. It could be ads to give some money to TPR channel. Okay, let's get to it. I'm going away in about an hour, so I don't have much left. Maybe Igor Mia was too self-aware because I named her on my live stream. she just wanted to watch some live stream, or rather, maybe she was annoyed by the C++. Yes, this is what happened. This meme, it kills me every time. Just watching another no sound. I want because she started the one I did was halfway through. We didn't hear what she said. Hear 4 hours with me. Yeah, it's cut out. C++ indirection. C++ and direction. It seems that they say and direction. I want the sound, Facebook. And direction. Introduction. Maybe. Introduction. Saying it. We'll close this game. I was playing Auto Battler, but now I don't have any power to continue the game. Auto Battler, you just let the game go and pick like the fights and you let the fight go. You don't need to play. It's not my kind of game, but it's associated with my sponsor, and they might give money on if I play. I don't know if I sponsor it on my channel, but I'm not sure. It's not my kind of game. Okay, so we were there. I had to recompile. So this is the issue with creating a class in Unreal. You always need to delete the folders, binaries, intermediate, VS Visual Studio, this one, and regenerate the when you create a new class. You can create the class inside Visual Studio without opening Unreal, which is faster. Because Unreal, you create the class, it asks you to restart, and so on and so on. And here I was in a folder. So if you make a hierarchy like me, like this, you need to recompile. It will find the new hierarchy. Don't do it inside of the solution. Do it in the folders in Windows here. Otherwise, it won't register. This is auto-generated by generating the project. Yeah, generate this folders, those folders that I created. If you right click and create a new filter, it won't work. It will, when you will delete your Visual Studio file, it will remove your filters. So you need to create them from here, from Windows. So now we have this. I didn't compile. I will compile. So I don't remember if I did. I don't think I did. But it's a long way to go, so I will do other stuff while it's compiling. Okay, it's fine. I did it. So I wonder why it proposed. So there is an autocomplete AI now, and it creates this templated weird array, and I wonder why. What is this T script interface? I want to ask AI. Because I guess it will be too long to search it. I did my auto complete AI in Visual Studio did use this templated key script for my list of states in FSM state. FSM states Finite-State machine states in Unreal Engine. The original pseudo autocomplete IntelliSense suggesting autocompleting with T-script template for your FSM state in Unreal Engine is likely due to a combination of Unreal C++ integration feature and the way interface-based array are typically implemented. Okay. Come on, Unreal pattern. When you want to store a list of objects implementing an interface like FSM state for your finite-state machine, the recommended and standard approach is to use a T-script interface or something. Sometimes T-array T-script interface type. Okay, this allows you to store references to both the blueprint and C++ implementation of the interface cleanly. Another project template. Okay. I'm fine. I'm fine with that. So now, when you have member variables like that, you shouldn't leave them empty. You either assign a value there or in the constructor. It's your choice. But in my opinion, I think it's usually better to do it in maybe in the constructor. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I would go for the constructor first, but sometimes you might have situation where you need to do it in the header. I don't like all the comments it's creating. So yeah, also if you create a class in Visual Studio, you need to implement the CPP or delete it, because I compiled and it didn't want to work. What is at? Okay. Yeah, that's what my code looks like in C#. I'll keep it. It should be self-evident. Well, I really don't like all this Unreal stuff. Unreal does. I know it starts there. I know all this. I'll just comment this one while it's empty so it can compile if something happened. This is my disposition. This is how I like it. Public above, protected, private zero. That way you know, okay, this what in there shouldn't be public. Everything that you should check is above, and protected is when it's the children who inherit, who can have access, not inherit, can have access. Wow. Private, not the children, no one can have access, only itself has access to this. It took me it took me decades to understand, not to understand, but to finally get in the know. Because when I was young, like a teenager, I wanted to code, and I read like a C# for dummies back in the 2000. It's a long time ago, around 2000, between 2000 and 2004, something like that. And every time I encounter public and private, I didn't understand what it was. I was thinking, like, is it to protect from hackers? Like something is not public, so the hacker cannot access it. But it's not that at all. What it is to tell other developers when you code something that this should be accessed. That way, they don't. If they need to access it, they have to tell the team. They have to tell you if they find out that it's you made it this way, so that you discuss and you tell, okay, we cannot do this because it shouldn't be accessed. The way to access it is another way. Sometimes you will have a getter setter, a field. It's called a field a getter function setter. But those, just a second, the fields are made to supervise what is accessing the private one. It's usually not a good thing to have a field because it undermines the action of making it private, but it's the only solution apart of making a friend class, which you add there. I like to add them there, but the way to do it is like that. Yeah, the friend class, this class will have access to this class. It would have access to the private part. But a part of that, it's not absolutely good, but it's the step to access private from another place. And why you do this private and do this with your team, it's to avoid the spaghetti code, which every class is accessing other class. What you want to do usually is that a class is a module that you can move from project to project. It does not have interdependencies with other classes. So that's why friend is not so much a good thing, because there is the name of another class that cannot be in another project, but it's easy to erase anyway. So every time you see like dependencies, it's not that good. But sometimes you don't have choices to have dependencies. Like those. Usually it's the argument, and the arguments you don't have choice, but you want to avoid or reduce the access from other classes, the object of other classes. you want the abstraction more. That way you can fit it in another project more easily than, let's say, you have I would have elfly character in some class, and this class I want to bring into another game, but the other game don't have elfly characters. It's not an elfly game. So it would be harder to refactor if there's many things about elfly in my class. Elfly is for this game. It's not if I want to bring that in another game, I'm cooked. I need to refactor, remove everything that is elfly. So yeah, that's why the private is more like avoiding spaghetti code rather than wanting to move this code to another project. But it helps keeping it clean. So the states, I would need to list the states somewhere. I would need to make it an enum. In Unreal. In Unreal, where is best to declare or right declare my enum, declare my enums, and edit or in C++. Done in C++, best done, especially if you want maximum flexibility and integration. C++ declaration with enum. When you declare an enum in C++ using the enum macro, it's exposed to Unreal's reflection system. This approach makes your code more maintainable, reachable, and less error-prone. If the editor blueprint only, if you define enums only in blueprint using enumeration assets, they are unusable in blueprints but not accessible in C++. Oh, what? Best practice, declare enums in C++ using enum macro and mark them as blueprint type to ensure they are visible and usable in both C++ and blueprints. Use C++ for all enums that play a role in game logic, statement management, and need to be referenced anyway. Okay. Other question would be, what is the best way? What is the best way to structure the location of my enums? Should I put them all in one place like singleton? When deciding where to locate the enum in your environment, centralize them all in a single place, such as a single ladder or a dedicated model. It's not always the best approach. Here are the best practice based on industry recommendation. Best practice for sorting enum location, organized by domain feature. Place enum close to where they are relevant. Yes. For example, enum that this web character state should go in your character or gameplay module. or in a header file's name for that system characteristics. Okay, central lies only common widely used enum. If you have enum used across many modules, such as global name, state, or input action, consider a dedicated gain enum or core enum. Okay, yeah, that's logical. Prefer C++ placement. Continue declaring enum C++ with enum, uenum, blueprint type macro. This ensure that enum are available in both C++ and blueprint. Emphasis clear naming documentation. Use consistent naming for both files enum names. For example, E weapon type should be in weapon type. Okay, reason I can't ask. Okay. Uh, uh, what about data driven to avoid cache misses? Adapting a data driven approach, especially for structuring and like FSM state weapon type, can really help optimize memory access patterns and reduce cache misses. Data driven and enum driven design enum driven enum are great for compile time logic readability and quick blueprints integration, but they have limitation. You can't add remove them, yes. That's why I want to use it. And if you use enum to select logic branches, you'll often end up with long switches. I don't want to use it for that, which can create scattered code and potential cache unfriendly memory access. Especially if each enum value leads to distinct sparsely located code in data. That return instead of handling every state weapon or item as a hard-coded enum use data table struct and create array of map of struct object or class differences. This data is sequential in memory. You can leverage continuous storage the array the map to improve cache performance. Logic can be more generalized. How data-driven helps with cache with continuous storage. If paired with component-based work. Okay. Data-driven this design is especially important in system you expect to scale to store configuration state and struct and data table and reference them via ID or even lightweight enums or editor drop down on do soft reference for extensibility. The data table and point to blueprint plus class. Uh, when to use each. Use enum for clear, unchanging categorical type. Use the traditional design struct database table design class array for scalable, flexible, performance sensitive code, especially if you want to avoid cache misses. Okay. Okay, let's do this. So the character enum will be, of course, in there. And it would be, as he said, Characteristics. Character states. What? This is L. I was like, what? Why? What is going on there? I need to rename everywhere. Everywhere. Yeah, I remember it was not very fast. So to go faster, it's Control Shift H. Now you search the word you want to replace, and then you do and replace all 0. What? Find next. Match case. In file. Replace all. No, it doesn't work. Then why are you like that? Why are you like that? I think I need to recompile again. Just because I changed. As you can see, it duplicated them. I will bring them out. Just in case. Regenerate, not recompile. At least. Is it done yet? No? No. Nope. Don't care. Then I think I will rename it control and set. I told you. Finally, where are you? What's it? It didn't like it. It didn't like it. It didn't like it at all. Let's build this. Let's build this. Yeah, I was wrong about the music now. Oh, no. Was correct. Okay, so let's do the impossible. Make the impossible possible. So this is all you do. It is he named it character state because when you you don't want to make it very real because it's when you call it it says like this is the character the current one, so it's easier to read it like singular because it's the one that is would be when you read it. I just swear in the code to read it. This is one of them, like this. So it's better to make it singular. And U and 8, I don't think so. They're smaller than U and L. So it's small U and 8 or integer. I think not. It's the smallest. Okay, yeah, it's the right. So it goes to up from 0 to 255. It's like the color RGBs. 8-bit. R would be 8-bit. B would be 8-bit. And D would be 8-bit. And alpha would be 8-bit. You can make it bigger sometimes. It's not useless. It's not useful. I won't go up to 255 state, and if I do, I will need to change this. Let's see the state. For now, it's fine. It's fine. Now it compiles everything. I guess I will need some kind of stuff like that. Aye, aye, aye. So the value the first one would be is 0. The second one is 1, 2. Again, listen to music without ads. This is what she said. That's what she said. Now it's a bit long. Let's build upon it. So I will go back to this one and start building this. I need to make the states. Yeah, I think I could. I can make the size of my array. You know. Oh, do that. I would add the last one. It's not the state, so I will make it hard. Hard capital. Not that. Boom. I already know that. I'll give fix a size 9. Header. I think it's a little. Okay, yeah. In the constructor, as I said, usually it's better in the constructor. Constructor. And then we go. Really. There we go. There we go. Why was it not a tab? What's that? Oh, the autocomplete didn't make tab correctly. It's almost done. Okay, count. So we have our count. I think I have a better way than what the AI proposes there. In my old project, wait, no, understood. Oh, no. Why, what, why did we separate this like that? I hate. Okay, abstract network, FSM, high state. I will need to go take a break, initialize, get seen for each high state, and possible state on start. I just want to list them. I need to take a break. Just a second. I'm about to go in a few minutes. Okay, so this doesn't work, of course. Set now. Is that set size? Something like that. Okay, it needs to cast this, convert it in into 30. That's why it doesn't work. What? This cast thing like that. No. Compilation. Runtime. I don't think runtime because it's it's not at runtime. Well, it's not that important. But as you can see, the size is in 32-bit. Why does it? Why does it? The AI agent copilot pilot cast it in 32 bit when set none. Okay, the theory aspect of 32 type as an argument. It's probably because the size, the max size is in 32 bit of an array because at the in Unreal. I will leave it like that and leave this. Yeah, I need to go very, very soon. I think this is it. And I'm to go. Oh, wasn't it so nice? So yeah, that's all you do. That you do an enum count, and now you can use it. So since this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they are 4 states, it count. We count the number of states, and you can use this to build your possible states here. You can name this possible state, but I prefer to use states. I could name it possible character state so it's easier to understand. I think I will name possible character pilot. That way, we know it's the one for character. If I have many, but it's usually it's you might have it accessible to public. I think it will be public eventually. What is the issue there? I think Urina might be there. Let's see what AI says if I is this a good header. Well, I have to go now. So thank you for watching. See you later today, probably. Thank you for watching. See you soon.